Coming up on this episode of the Curt podcast, I continue my coverage of Lions training camp. There are plenty of injury report updates and a bunch of news from an action-filled practice on Monday. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's time to start the show. What up, dude? And welcome to the Curt podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you're coming back to the channel and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with fellow Lions fans just like yourself. Follow me on your favorite social media platforms and visit my site, curtsteele.com. Today is Tuesday, August 1st, 2023, and shout out to my family over at Lions Nation Unite. Let's hop right in. Marvin Jones returned to practice after being removed from the non-football injury list on Monday. It's good to see my man Marv back out on the field and working his way, back into the lineup. Now, there's no update on my man Big V. That back injury still keeping him sidelined, and right tackle Pilnay Sewell will be in concussion protocol until Wednesday at the earliest, and there's no definitive answer if new cornerback Emmanuel Mosley is back in the building at Allen Park. He was supposed to report yesterday, but haven't seen any definitive reports out of Allen Park to say he was actually in the building yesterday. Now, the worst injury news. Now, it's bad because it really happened in practice and one of your own players kind of hurt you. Practice on Monday, there was a loud collision, and tight end Zane Zylstra may be out for the season with a serious knee injury after being hit legally but low by Khalil Dorsey. Reports are that Dorsey was upset that he hurt his teammate. Nice way to put your name on the chopping block, brother, because, he was a bubble guy anyway. That's when keeping it real goes wrong when you go out there and do that. But I hope Shane Stroster can recover from injury and return to the field as soon as possible, but it looks like it is a season-ending knee injury for the young tight end. Zylstra was, he was a rotational tight end, but the guy made some big plays last year. He caught 3 touchdowns against the Panthers, man. He was balling down there in Charlotte. But again, shout out to Shane Stroster, man. Hopefully you can recover from that knee injury and get back on the field. Now, that's your injury report for August the 1st, 2023. Let's look what happened on the offensive side of the ball at practice on Monday. My man Jahmyr Gibbs continues to be on the field for almost every offensive snap with the starters. When David Montgomery comes into plays running back, he shifts out to wide receiver. Man, Gibbs, he put Alex Anzalone in the cipher, man. Crossed that dude up on one-on-one drills and pass catching and left Alex Anzalone in the dust. And he had a big run in the team drills with the help of a teammate, but I'll get to that in a little bit, man. The youngster is proving why the Lions took him at number 12 overall in the draft. Now, it was a case of the dropsies for some of the wide receivers, and uncharacteristically, St. Brown dropped the pass. And then Brock Wright, Khalif Raymond, and a few more guys dropped some pass in one-on-one drills, but they made up for in the team drills. The Sun guy continues to make everyone look silly in the secondary, scoring multiple tutties in the red zone, man. Down at just dominating. Gonna have a big year for the Sun guy for the Lions this year, man. He can stay healthy on the field, of course. Now, let's get into the elephant in the room, because the big news coming out of Allen Park yesterday was about J-Mo, and he struggled to start the day. Got some drops in individual drills and got into a couple of scuffles with Starling Thomas out of some physical plays that frustrated Williams. He even took a swing at Thomas, man. Now, Williams did make up for it in the team drills. He helped spring. I talked to you about that run earlier. Gibbs on a long run, man. He put a block on Will Harris that shook his soul. Then J-Mo caught a nice TD in the red zone with a little toe drag swag, man. After practice, he said he and Thomas talked it out, man. He said it was just good physical practice. And about the block, Williams said Ben Johnson told him, no block, no rock. Overall, there were some stumbles on the offensive side of the ball, but it was a pretty good practice for those guys. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment for more content from your man Curt Steele. Head over to curtsteele.com. You can find the links to all my articles on Sideline Report and Yard Barker right there, .com, right there on the homepage. Follow me on your favorite social media platforms. You can find those links on the homepage as well. And get the link for your get the link to get yourself some Curt Steele gear from the LNU shop, man. Y'all see that hat, man. Now it's time to get to the defensive side of the ball. CJ Gardner-Johnson, man, that dude is back in full form after the injury scare last week. That dude is a menace on defense, breaking up several passes and letting that offense hear about it. That dude is vocal. Brian Branch continued his stellar play through the padded practice and camp, no matter where he lines up or who he lines up against. I already talked about Sterling Thomas locking up JMO in the individual drills. Overall, man, Trey Bly has this young secondary flying around on the back end of the defense. Aiden Hutchinson, big Hutch, man. That dude is doing his thing. He continues to dominate with Penei Sewell being out with that concussion. So he is schooling Matt Nelson. He made multiple sacks and tackles for loss on Monday, man. I expect a big year from 9-7. Up front on the defensive line, Broderick Martin continues to improve and impress during practice. Levi Onwuzurike made a little bit of noise, getting some pass reps up the middle. If he can stay healthy, Levi can make a case for a roster spot, but I'm still not sure how far that he can move up the depth chart. Now, the team will be off practice on Tuesday. You know how they do it. They do 4 practices and the day off, 4 practices and the day off. It's in the CBA, but they will resume practice on Wednesday. The Giants come to town next week for joint practices before the first preseason game of the year. Now it's time for dessert with your man Curt. It is sweet bits of news and notes about the Lions in a moment that was really overshadowed by the presence of her mother on Sunday. Sheila Hamp was cheered at camp by fans. They were yelling, Sheila, Sheila. Now, not too long ago, during Calvin Johnson's Hall of Fame ring ceremony at Ford Field, the fan base booed her relentlessly. It was really an event. I remember Chris Billman saying that it was disrespectful and it was a bad look by the fan base. But Sheila has changed the structure of the team and how it operates. And with a little taste of a winning culture starting last season, is coming in and resonate with the team. I think Hamp, if they can get some sustained winning in Detroit, she may be the best owner of the Lions from the Ford family. And that's your dessert with Curt for August 1st, 2023. Thanks for joining me right here for today's episode of the Curt Steele Podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment, man. I will get back with you as soon as I can. For more content from your man Curt Steele, head over to curtsteele.com. Like I said, man, you can find the links to my articles over on Sideline Report and yardbarker.com right there on the whole page. Do your man Curt Steele a favor. Whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. This is Curt Steele, and I will holla at you real soon.